Okay, so today we're going deep on your upcoming week's weather. And wow, it looks like you sent us a pretty interesting one.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this forecast. A bit of everything, really. We've got snow, sun, and even, wait for it, a rain-snow mix.
Yeah, that's what really caught my eye too. A rain-snow mix. Like, what does that even mean? What should our listener expect if that actually hits?
We'll definitely get to that, don't worry. But first, why don't we start with the beginning of the week and kind of walk through it day by day. So, Sunday, you're kicking things off with snow, an 80% chance, to be exact. About an inch expected.
Yeah, classic winter day, right? Like, should our listener, cancel their plans, reschedule that trip to the grocery store?
Well, I mean, an inch of snow isn't a ton, but, it could make things a little slick, especially if it comes down during the busy part of the day. So if our listener does have to be out and about, I'd say just be cautious, take it slow.
All right, good advice. Okay, then Monday and Tuesday, still cold, hovering around the low 20s,
Hmm.
but the snow's
Oh, yeah.
gone, right? Just cloudy.
Right, yeah. And those cloudy days, you might think they're boring, but they actually play a pretty important role in how the rest of the week's weather is going to shape up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for sure. Think of it this way. Those clouds are like a blanket holding in all the cold air near the ground.
Okay, so then when we get to those warmer days later in the week, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, when the sun is supposed to finally peek out,
Yeah,
that cold air is still hanging around.
exactly.
Yeah.
So even though those days are going to be, comparatively warmer and sunny, that earlier cold air from the beginning of the week, well, it might stick around a little longer than you'd expect.
Hmm. Okay, interesting. So then let's talk about Saturday. Like I said, that's the day that really jumps out from this forecast. A 44% chance of rain, A&D snow with a high of 34 degrees. What's going on there? Like, is it going to rain? Snow, both at the same time.
Yeah, so a rain-snow mix, it can be a little tricky to picture because it's not necessarily like rain, A&D, snow falling from the sky at the same time. It all comes down to temperature, specifically the temperature at different altitudes.
Okay.
So what you might actually see is something called sleet. Have you ever heard of that?
Oh, yeah, those little ice pellets, right? Ouch.
Exactly, those tiny ice pellets. Or, and this is the one to really watch out for, you could get freezing rain.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
Not good at all. That's where the rain comes down, but it's so cold that it freezes instantly as soon as it hits the ground. Super dangerous. Black ice. And then, of course, you could get just a regular old mix of rain and snow, which, usually turns into slush.
Yeah, messy. So it sounds like Saturday it could go a few different ways.
Yeah, exactly. Hard to say for sure this far in advance, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on. If I were you, I'd be checking those hourly forecasts, leading up to Saturday, and maybe have a backup plan in case things get really icy.
All right, great advice. So we start the week with snow, end the week with a chance of snow showers on Sunday. Full circle,
Yeah.
but with all the excitement in between.
Right. I mean, this week's forecast, it really shows you how quickly things can change, even in the middle of winter.
Totally. Well, thanks for walking us through all that. I think our listener is definitely ready for whatever this week throws their way.
Yeah, stay warm out there
Yeah,
and keep those umbrellas handy, just
yeah,
in case.
exactly. Never hurts to be prepared, right?
Absolutely.
Well, that's all for this week's deep dive. Thanks for listening.